1 month had passed since the opening of Thelma's shop. But unfortunately, no one wanted to buy medicine there. Thelma was worried about this situation, but Ellen calmed him down because this was starting a new business. So Thelma had to be patient to get the first customer.
万民のための薬局、その道は遠いな。
After that, Ellen, Thelma, and Cedric discussed it together. The main problem Thelma's shop was not being visited by people was because the Noble Pharmacy was known for its expensive quality medicines. Thelma and the others were confused about what to do to change the mindset of the citizens. There was already a sign in front of the shop saying the cost of medicine is very cheap, but it didn't work. Then Charlotte came with a paper containing a survey about Thelma's new shop. She deliberately did this survey to make it easier for them to determine the solution. Charlotte often talked to the citizens because she came from an ordinary family, not a noble family. The citizens said that they were afraid of the royal insignia, the medicine that was sold must be costly, they couldn't speak appropriately to nobles, were fearful of being insulted, didn't have proper clothes to wear to a noble's shop, the shop owner was a child, the gatekeeper was scary, etc. After listening to a survey from Charlotte, Ellen, Thelma, and Cedric began to find solutions so that the residents did not have to worry about these things. The price of medicine and disease consultation in this shop is the cheapest. It can definitely be bought by ordinary citizens. A few days later, Thelma's shop got one of its first customers named Jean. Mr. Jean always comes there to buy vitamin C candy. Thelma and his friends are very happy with Mr. Jean's presence. They hoped that some other customers would come here besides Mr. Jean. After that, Thelma went out to look around his shop for a while. Then he was surprised to see his parents trying to disguise themselves as noble customers.
母上、父上。こんにちは。あなたがここの店主さん。
Beatrice and Bruno came to look at the new shop that Thelma had set up. Then Thelma guided them around the shop from the first floor. This place is a provider of various kinds of medicines and also a cashier for payment. On the second floor are rooms for patients and doctors to check their health conditions. On the third floor is a resting place for the employees in this shop. There is a kitchen here too. On the fourth floor is the laboratory room. Here is Thelma's place to make various kinds of medicine. Bruno was impressed and praised Thelma's shop because the room's arrangement was complete. Bruno also asked how many customers Thelma had because he didn't see nobles or commoners coming here. Then Thelma explained that he was having a hard time finding customers because there were differences in the thoughts of nobles and commoners. Thelma also asked his parents for advice to attract customers to visit his shop, neither nobles nor commoners. Then Beatrice suggested Thelma provide cosmetics as well in his pharmacy. If Thelma uses this trick, nobles and commoners will be interested in seeing and trying it. Especially all the women in this city, from the young to the elderly. Beatrice also informed that many women liked cosmetics that could lighten skin tone, so Thelma could try selling them later. If the nobles were interested in buying it, surely ordinary people would also gather here because the cosmetics were cheap. Then Bruno warned Thelma not to sell white powder-type facial powder cosmetics. Many women die quickly because of using this type of cosmetics. There are even those willing to waste blood to have maximum white skin. This thing is trending among women. If they waste too much blood, their skin will turn pale, and body will become weak. Bruno didn't like that kind of cosmetics and how they whiten skin tone. It was a stupid act.
このようなことをせずとも、お前は十分に美しい。
Thelma thanked his parents for giving so many suggestions like this. But suddenly, someone asked Thelma for help to check the condition of the noble princess who had fainted in the horse carriage. After hearing the news, Thelma immediately prepared the equipment and went to meet the noble princess referred to by that person.
こちらです。子供契約士です。失礼。
Thelma checked the condition of the princess named Chloe. Thelma saw that there was a cut mark on Chloe's hand. It turned out that he was throwing blood to change the color of his skin to be whiter. Chloe said this was a doctor's recommendation because Chloe did not know anything about the side effects. Then Thelma ordered Chloe's personal escort to go to Thelma's shop so that Chloe could be healed as soon as possible. After Chloe returns to normal, she tells about her strange love story. Chloe's love was rejected by the man she liked. The man preferred girls with fair skin, so Chloe thought of bleaching her skin color this way. Chloe hoped that the man could fall in love with her because Chloe had changed her skin color. Thelma said that throwing out that blood could lead to death. So Thelma wanted Chloe not to do that again. Thelma also forbade Chloe to use white cosmetic face powder because that type is very dangerous. Thelma also gave medicine syrup and ordinary medicine to reduce the infection in Chloe's hand incision and prevent blood loss. Drink 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening, said Thelma. Then Thelma also offered Chloe to come to his shop in a week. Thelma's shop will make cosmetics suitable for Chloe's skin.
あなたに合った化粧品をご用意しておきます。
A week later, finally, Thelma's new cosmetics were made. You want to know what kind of white guys? Have a look at this.
ちょっとファルマくん。どうしたのよ、その顔。こんなに白くて大丈夫なの？心配いらないよ。どう？白い？白いというより面白いわ。
The ingredients used in general cosmetics poison the human body. If too much white powder is absorbed, it can damage the nerves and kidneys. Meanwhile, Thelma does not use substances commonly used by other cosmetics. Thelma said that the cosmetics he made would not harm the human body. This cosmetic is also a cream type, making it easier for all women to use. Ellen was surprised after hearing that from Thelma. Ellen thought of banning all cosmetic sales that contained the substance Thelma meant. Then Thelma would tell this to Queen Elizabeth later.
女性用化粧品にもお詳しいのですね。
The next day, Chloe came, and Thelma immediately guided her to wear a new type of cosmetics in this world. I don't know the details of how to use these cosmetics because I'm a man, so I'll just skip the steps. I'm sorry, guys. Thelma explained that this new cosmetic has protection from the sun, and the cream is soft when applied to the face. After Chloe tried wearing Thelma's cosmetics, she was amazed that her skin could be whiter. Even her skin can look fresh if she uses cosmetics made by Thelma.
面白いとは何もかも違うわ。お気に召しましたか？すごい立体的。これは遮血なんかより断然いいわ。
This cosmetic product resulted from Thelma's research when he was still alive. He uses his pharmaceutical knowledge to create or modify something that doesn't exist in this other world. One of them is women's cosmetics. The next day, Chloe quickly distributed Thelma's cosmetic products to the nobles she knew. After that, Thelma's shop produced a lot of cosmetics, and Charlotte also started selling cosmetics that Thelma made. She offered this newest product to everyone in front of Thelma's shop. Charlotte said that this latest cosmetic is very popular among noble. They also admitted that the cosmetics purchased from Thelma's shop were cheap. Then the ordinary people became interested because this was a cosmetic worn by noble. They buy these cosmetics, and even a grandmother also buys them. Charlotte told this grandmother that the instructions written and in the pictures were clear. Surely grandmother can wear it properly after seeing the image in the instructions. After Thelma's cosmetics were sold out, the nobles became interested in the medicines in Thelma's shop. Some of them bought medicine there and tried consultation about the disease. They gave a positive response and were very impressed with Thelma's shop. They were happy because Thelma's shop service was straightforward to understand and always helped explain the medicines there. The next day, there were more and more customers at Thelma's shop, even though the following days were still crowded with visitors. Then the next problem came. The cosmetic products sold in Thelma's shop always run out in a short time. Thelma and Ellen couldn't keep up with the cosmetic production with a large number of buyers. This made Chloe sad because she was always late to buy cosmetic products from Thelma's shop.
実はこのところの急な売れ行きに生産が追いつかなくて申し訳ありません。
Then Chloe wanted Thelma to discuss it with her. She wanted to invest in Thelma's shop and told us to open a sub-company in the cosmetics sector. The goal is to increase the number of cosmetic specialist employees to maximize production. Of course, Thelma remained the owner of the sub-company. At first, Thelma was hesitant, but Cedric said that Chloe's family were the founders of a famous company in this country. So, Chloe's offer was very profitable for Thelma. After hearing that, Thelma agreed with Chloe's proposal, and Cedric would prepare the necessary documents immediately. Within a few weeks, Chloe had prepared everything completely. Buildings, specialist pharmacists, materials, and equipment. Chloe said they had terminated from another shop because they married and had children. Falma was amazed by the preparations Chloe had made. He also asked Chloe to give employees time off and holiday so they could be with their families.
どうかこの方たちが長く働けるようにしてください。
The next day, Charlotte brought survey papers from the residents again. Everyone gave a positive response to Falma's shop. Ellen, Cedric, and Falma were happy after hearing these things. The business of medicine has just started. The advice from Falma's parents effectively introduced Falma's shop to many people.
世界薬局、これからも頑張ろう。
After that, Falma went to the Queen's residence to talk about the substance in general cosmetics. She was also surprised because Bruno forbade his wife to use white powder-type cosmetics. Then Queen Elizabeth immediately announced this news to all companies in this country. The Queen also said that they would go bankrupt because the material is the main ingredient for making cosmetics. Then Falma suggested the Queen disseminate this latest cosmetic manufacturing technique. With a decision like this, a cosmetic company will survive. Queen Elizabeth would follow Falma's advice. She also told Falma to increase the price of his cosmetic products. Falma's shop was cheapest but of high quality, and this caused ordinary people's business to drop drastically. So Falma raised the price slightly and didn't make it too expensive like other noble shops. By doing this, ordinary people's businesses can run again as before. Then Falma would follow the Queen's orders. Elizabeth also warns that if there is a new product from Falma's shop, the Queen must see it first. Falma is a special person to the Queen. Then Falma apologized and introduced the latest lipstick to Elizabeth as his apology. This lipstick hasn't been sold yet, and Falma wants Elizabeth to be the first to use it. After Queen Elizabeth put on the lipstick, her mood turned cheerful again. This relieved Falma's heart from Queen Elizabeth's wrath.
すごいぞ、唇がプルンプルンじゃ。